This week on Land Bait, we're talking turkey habitat and turkey restoration. We're following up previous videos right here in western Oklahoma where you saw we were starting a large-scale habitat restoration to try to encourage and restore turkey populations that we had 10 years ago out here. And this ranch has gone through some major changes in 10 years. Strong emphasis on cattle early on to a strong emphasis on whitetail and wildlife in more recent years. But over the course of that, we've seen the ranch grow up and be restored in our native grasses. But unfortunately, because of that, the grasses have gotten almost too thick for turkeys and especially broods of those the turkey young to navigate through the rank native grasses. And this is where we're trying to balance management as well as habitat to create a perfect mixture where we can have cows, but not so many cows that it deters the deer from using the ranch. But we're trying to restore brood rearing and disturbed habitat in portions of the farm or ranch that we don't want deer and we want turkeys. So I'm standing in an area that used to have lots of eastern red cedar, and you can still see remnant of those behind me a good ways. But out in here you see these scattered cottonwoods. And if you go back on previous videos, you saw where they used the quick attach equipment to rip out these cedars that had built up and started to grow around all these cottonwoods. So now we're trying to encourage healthy cottonwoods for healthy roost sites. But also, as we look out here, this was chocked full of eastern red cedar scattered out through here, as well as sand plums, which sand plum being a great native shrub, they were too thick. So we're trying to encourage lots of disturbance to create very herbaceous brood rearing habitat that turkey need. So once they hatch their poults, they can bring them out here and chase lots of insects and grow the next generation of turkeys. But unfortunately, because we're not having the amount of disturbance needed, this grows very rank very quickly. This area was burned last spring. And you can see how much growth, especially step out here to the big blue stem, in 1 year, how much this has all grown up. So this is a site that will be extremely benefited by grazing of cattle. And that is in the plan, but that's kind of long term. We have to build fence, we have to get well, we have to find the cattle operator that's going to use the cattle in a way that's beneficial to us and the turkeys and not just beneficial to the cows. But currently we're going to use more prescribed fire. Even though we burned it last year, we had record rainfall, so we've got tremendous growth with our native grasses, so we're going to burn it again. Then we're going to use some strip disking to try to encourage more forbs like common ragweed. We've got partridge pea here. We're just trying to get more bare ground and more forbs and less native grasses and less sand plums taking over the area. So that's a big part of our scheduling out here. We've got great roost trees. We're going to have ample nesting around this area, but we want to have a big strut zone of strip disc bare ground that's then going to turn into forbs a few months after the disking that is perfect for a turkey to take her young through there to chase insects. So it's all part of trying to encourage disturbance, plan for the future to make sure that there's turkeys on this ranch long after we're gone.